Once again, welcome back. As you can see, we are starting to assemble our sandwiches. We took all the breads that you saw earlier and we very lightly buttered them. And what that does more than anything is add the taste of fat. Although the meat is fatty enough, but the butter just adds that little extra that makes everything yummy.
What are you cutting into?
So here is a gravlax, which is a Norwegian cured salmon. We also have another type of salmon out on the platters already. And we don't have too many seafood sandwiches here because many of the people that are coming this evening don't really care for it. But I love it, and it just means more for me. We've got quite a few different kinds of cold cuts, as you can see. We have Fleisch, which is a dried, cured beef, very Swiss. We have Prosciutto. This is the real deal. This has been aged, not salt cured. We have Genoa salami. We have Virginia ham. We have roast beef. That already has a tomato on it, but there's roast beef under there. Hot cabracola. And of course there's salmon. And Chris likes to have some that are just plain cheese, so we try to keep his a little more on the plain side. What else do we have? Oh, we also have turkey on here. And I know this is sliced, but it's always difficult to find out how they sliced it. There we go. So this is now our second type of salmon. And again, that's gravlax. And just like we did with the breads, we're kind of randomly placing everything. Ideally, we would like to get one of everything on a platter. That doesn't always work out because you don't put all the platters out at the same time. Also, we have on some sandwiches, we have just white asparagus, which is just a nice, refreshing, very easy thing. You can see the salmon is difficult to, you see there's a salmon right there, so I don't want to put it on that piece of bread. I'm going to put it up there. And earlier when I was talking about spacing out the bread, you also want to leave some room because when we are finished, we're going to garnish these platters with cherry tomatoes and olives and all sorts of goodness. And you'll see, I mean, these are actually quite plain right now. There's a little more on that one. So we didn't quite make it to the last platter. We're only making 6 platters this year, which might sound like a lot, but you see how small the sandwiches are. They only go so far. Here, by the way, when you're buying sardines, because I love sardines, but when you're buying sardines, really make it a point to look on the tin to see what is inside, because that's not what I thought this was. I thought this was going to be really small sardines, and instead it turned out to be 3 big chunks of it. So that was kind of a waste. And I don't know if any of our guests like sardines. I know most people do not. So usually a tin is enough, but not when the fillets are that big. So we're going to put it right there, right next to Chris's cheese.
It's tainted.
So he could think that it's tainted.
That's disgusting.
But you can see right there we have sardines on that one. We'll put a sardine on that tray right there. And you should really think when you're doing this kind of thing, not to only use the usual cold cuts, ham, bologna, Millie-no. I've been saying Millie-no a lot. But you want to use some extra cold cuts that you normally wouldn't use, like olive loaf, for example. I don't know if you all like it or not. I do. Plus what I like about it is that the olive inside the olive loaf is green and red. Come on, look at that. That's Christmas. That is very Christmassy. And that is going to wind up there. And I don't know why that little piece of salmon wound up there. Gravlax, very good. Benefit of being the cook. And with that, I'm being told to wrap it up. So again, I love you and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.